his misguided loyalty to resist any further.
You traitor.
Traitor, Spock. I'll kill you. I'll kill you all.
I'll kill you.
Oh.
What did you do?
I was unprepared for his attack. I instinctively used the Vulcan death grip.
The Vulcan death grip. Is he dead?
The captain is dead.
Oh. Can we beam him back to the ship for a burial? Alright, wake him up, Doc. What's all this about? Is the Doc in on it? There he is. There he is.
He's alive! Alive!
Spock gave him a nerve pinch to simulate
It's a
death.
ruse.
And Mr. Spock isn't a traitor. And you didn't...
I didn't know it until I beamed aboard the Romulan ship. Jim and Spock were operating under Federation orders.
Yeah. It's all a plan. A secret plan that we couldn't tell Chekhov or Uhura or Nurse Chapel or Sulu or the Doc until he beamed over.
You took a big chance that they didn't start an autopsy.
As far as the rest of the crew is concerned, I'm still dead.
Why?
Is he going undercover on the... He's going to beam onto the ship?
Masquerade. I want you to prepare for surgery.
What for?
Mr. Scott, will you report to sickbay?
I can't leave a bridge at a time like this.
Come on,
You
Scotty.
have to. It's urgent.
We're surrounded by enemy vessels ready to attack us. I don't know
Sulu
of
can
anything
handle
more
it.
urgent than that.
Mr. Scott, please.
Sulu can handle it.
All right, Doctor.
It only takes like 25 seconds to get down there, Scotty. Don't worry about it.
Doctor, what's so urgent that...
Oh, what? No one's going to buy this.
Captain Kirk.
He's a traitor, Scotty. Punch him.
Well, you look like the devil himself.
What's it all about?
He's a secret Romulan.
I'll need a Romulan uniform. It'll be a pleasure.
Well, he's happy. Oh, here we go.
I've had special Vulcan dishes prepared for you.
They're colorful.
I am very flattered, Commander.
We have other inducements.
Oh, what's this blue liquid? Is it an aphrodisiac?
What the devil is Spock doing?
Flirting.
I can't wait any longer. Prepare to beam me aboard the flagship.
Just don't put me inside a bulkhead. Energize.
Oh, how can he be sure, though?
Centurion.
I have important information for Subcommander Tall. Where is he?
He's in Control Central,
Good.
Centurion.
I shall remember to mention your alertness to him.
Thank you, Centurion.
Oh, we're moving on up to the good stuff.
You have nothing in Starfleet. We offer you an alternative.
She's so keen on him.
We will find a place for you.
You've bewitched her, Spock.
With me. Romulan women are not like Vulcan females.
Whoa.
They're not dedicated to pure logic.
She's appealing to his human half. Kind of perfect for Spock when you think about it.
I was not aware of that aspect of Romulan society.
Pretty enticing, isn't it?
As a Vulcan, you would study it. As a human, you would find ways to appreciate it.
Please believe me, I do appreciate it.
Now, one final step to make the occasion complete.
Consummate the
You will
agreement?
lead a small party of Romulans aboard the Enterprise. And there you will take your rightful place as its commander.
He doesn't.
And you will lead the ship.
He doesn't need to do that, though. Chain of command. He's next up, no matter what. I know they all think he's a traitor. They didn't need to think that, though. Oh yeah, the captain is dead, crazy, dead. Although he killed the captain. That's the thing, that's the problem. That is the problem. So he does need those Romulans. Okay. But before he killed the captain, he didn't need that. When the captain was just crazy in their sick bay, Spock could have just waltzed back to the Enterprise and gone, well, Captain's crazy, he got us into this mess. Sulu, follow my orders. And Sulu would be like, no problem. Wouldn't he?
Get to a Romulan port with my flagship at its side.
What do you think?
Yes, of course. An hour from now will do.
Ooh, an hour from now.
Even better.
Nope.
Commander.
How could she resist?
Yes, you do know I have a first name.
What is it?
Would you like to hear it?
I would. Ah, we don't get to hear.
How rare and how beautiful, but so incongruous when spoken by a soldier.
If you will give me a moment,
Is she going to change it to something a bit more?
the soldier will transform herself into a woman.
Wow, Spock. Maybe you should turn traitor. Maybe you should. Consider it. You got options. Don't... Be careful. Be careful, Spock.
Captain Kirk. Kirk here. The cloaking device is in an area near the commander's quarters.
Subcommander Tal, receiving an alien transmission from within our vessel, sir.
I'll get the cloaking device.
Make it quick.
Will you be able to get back to the Enterprise without attracting their attention?
Unknown, Captain. At present, I am rather heavily...
Occupied? He's occupied, Kirk. You know the way it is. This is usually your job. Oop. It's happening.
Centurion,
Someone tried to gain entrance there.
I must see your authorization,
Over there.
sir.
Punch him. Oh, he did over there, a bear.
It's hard to believe that I could be so moved.
I must confess that I, too, am moved. I know it is illogical.
Mr. Spock, we mustn't question what we truly feel.
Tal's gonna break it up, though. Here he comes.
Commander, we have intercepted an alien transmission.
Located source.
Here.
We have, Commander, this room.
The cloaking device.
Let's have a look at it. Oh, Sargon's here, too.
Hold. Don't move.
There's an enemy spy aboard. He'll be after the cloaking device.
Yeah. We gotta have a fight, right? Yep. That was easy. That was... He just did it all with his one leg. Hey, the top of it's like, what's that little robot, that little scamp? What's that guy's name? Remember? He wanted to exterminate, he wanted to make the galaxy clean. Boop, 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 boop. Anyway, that's the top of his head. No Matt. No Matt's head on Sargon's body. Together, with their powers combined, they can cloak.
Scotty. Energize.
Oh. We got a cloaking device. The perfect crime. Now we just gotta get Spock out of there.
Commander, the cloaking device is gone.
Full alert. Search all decks.
We should have had more guards.
I do not believe you will find it.
Why would you do this to me?
Loyalty, honor, decency.
Who are you that you could do this?
He's a member of Starfleet.
First officer of the Enterprise.
Yeah.
What is your present form of execution?
Wow. Hang in there, Spock. We'll get you.
Captain, your ears. What happened?
We'll discuss it later, Mr. Sulu.
He's a Romulan, Chekhov. Shoot him.
Return to your station, Subcommander. The boarding action on the Enterprise will begin with my command.
What if they cloak before we can board?
The sentence will be carried out immediately after the charges have been recorded.
I demand the right of statement.
The right is granted. Proceed, Commander Spock.
Once upon a
My
time...
crime is sabotage. I freely admit my guilt. The oath I swore as a Starfleet officer is both specific and binding.
It's a filibuster.
Mr. Chekhov, there's only one Vulcan aboard that ship. He should be easy enough to locate.
Got him, sir.
Nice.
Mr. Scott is on the intercom for you, sir.
You got that cloaking device, Scotty?
I've got the device installed, but bless me if I know whether it's going to work.
Transporter room. Beam Mr. Spock aboard.
Beyond the historic tradition of... there is also the...
See you later.
Romulan day of obedience.
Oh, she grabbing onto him? Is she coming too?
Transporter room reports Mr. Spock aboard, sir, and the Romulan commander.
All right.
Have them report to the bridge on the double.
She hitched a ride.
The enemy vessel is moving away at extreme speed, sir.
Bring main batteries to bear on the Enterprise.
You won't be able to see it.
I would give you credit, Captain, for getting this far, but you will be dead in a moment.
We have you under our weapons enterprise. You cannot escape.
We have your commander aboard.
Destroy this vessel. I gave you a
Break
direct
that
command. Tell!
Stand by to fire main batteries as soon as we reach optimum range.
Got it.
Scotty, we're running out of time.
Captain, I'm working as fast as I can.
Turn it on, Scotty.
Commander, you'll forgive me if I put up a fight.
Of course.
It's ready now, Captain, but I don't know whether our circuits can handle this alien contraption.
Roll the switch.
Weapons officer, commence fire.
Fired wherever they were. Sulu, turn us a bit.
On. Compute enemy course from last position and open fire.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Sulu, come about.
Exactly.
Executing.
They'll never find us now. What are we gonna do with her?
Cancel red alert. We'll let you off at the nearest Federation outpost.
You are very generous, Captain. If I may be taken to your brig.
Mr. Spock will have the honor of escorting you to your quarters.
Quarters?
Captain?
Deck 2.
So was there anything, Spock? Anything at all?
All the Federation wanted was the cloaking device.
The Federation. And what did you want?
It was my only interest when I boarded your vessel.
Ooh.
And that's exactly all you came away with.
I don't think so.
You underestimate yourself, Commander.
You realize that very soon we will learn to penetrate the cloaking device.
Obviously. Military secrets are the most fleeting of all. I hope that you and I exchanged something more permanent.
Wow. The touching really made an impact. Jeez.
It was your choice.
It was the only choice possible. You would not respect any other.
It will be our secret.
Sick bay to bridge. Well, if all the shouting's over up there, I'd like for you to report to sick bay.
Please go. Somehow they do not look aesthetically agreeable on humans.
I'm on my way.
It was a good one. It was a good one. An asteroid. Evasive action. Okay, so I'm a big fan of this episode. Specifically, the Romulan commander, whose name I don't know. I don't know her first name. I don't know her last name. I don't know anything about her name. She whispered it to Spock. But I'm a big fan of her, not just the relationship she has with Spock. That's a big part of it. But just her, all of her scenes. She gave a great performance. The writing, the dialogue she had was great. The way she acted it, the way she presented herself, the way she moved. It was professional but sort of seductive. It was very, very understated but also compelling. You know? And it worked perfectly for Spock. I was saying, once I saw a woman, I was like, oh, Kirk, no wonder, that explains everything. But this was a Spock romance episode, and what I like about it, about the relationship aspect of the episode, is how it ended. They both acknowledge what they have between them. It's not just written off as Spock was just doing his duty, he had no interest in her. He had no interest when he went onto the ship, but that changed. And I love that. That's really, there's something about that I really appreciate. So everything to do with her in this episode is just great. Every scene she's in. The episode itself is interesting from a kind of an overall universe plot, that the Romulans have got access to cloaking technology. The Federation is very concerned about this, and there's a mission to infiltrate, grab it, destroy it, research it, you know, we gotta do something about this, or the Romulans it'll tip the balance of power between the Federation and the Romulans. Was there something in the script about the Klingons? Let me just check the transcript. Just at the very beginning. Yeah, Spock says intelligence reports Romulans now using Klingon design. And I don't know if that means that somehow the Romulans have gotten access maybe to a Klingon ship, maybe gotten access to Klingon cloaking technology. Maybe that was the purpose of that line. It's just at the start of the episode. The only thing that made sense at the start of the episode is crazy. Kirk is acting all sorts of crazy. The first 15 minutes of Kirk is just slightly... He's just not Kirk. And he's hyper aggressive. He's acting more. William Shatner's acting more. It's all hyper exaggerated. And it can only lead to one conclusion. And I'm glad it wasn't just he was great. He'd fallen under some sort of illness. I'm glad it was all just it all made a lot of sense. He'd received a transmission from Starfleet. He clued Spock into it. All of that worked very well. It all felt right. It was the only solution I could think of for how the episode was going. That it was all an act, it was all deliberate. And it was just to... I think I might have touched on it as well. Just to make sure that the Romulans don't see it as a Federation act of war. The ship crossing the neutral zone. It's all on Kirk. Kirk's been acting up this way. The Doc has reports and logs backing that up. Spock is testifying to it. All of this. Kirk is crazy. That's why we're here. Just to shield the Federation a little bit in case it all goes crazy sideways. Although in the end we just take their cloak. Like in the end, the Romulans know that it is the Federation. You know, at the end of the day, you know, those Romulans, Tal isn't thinking, "Wow, that one Federation captain went crazy and stole our cloaking technology." Well, back to Romulus. You know, now it's just that one guy. I don't know what happened. And his second in command. Just those two guys. They just decided to take it. They must be drunk. Don't launch war. Don't start another space war. But yeah, it was a wild opening. It had me off guard. It had me second guessing everything. Tal, I thought Tal was going to be the main guy when he appeared on screen. Hey, that was apparently the flagship of the Romulan fleet. They appeared super quickly when Kirk went in, didn't they? I guess they saw the ship coming and then they had cloaking, so they took their time getting to the area, I guess, to surround them. That's okay. We're reusing props, aren't we? That was definitely Nomad's head. At least part of it, and a Sargon orb for the cloaking device. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it looks like. And Scotty got it installed in like 15 minutes. Good job, Scotty. And Scotty got to... He wasn't in on it. He got to be defiant as acting captain. You'll never take us alive. We'll go down fighting. We'll kick and bite you for every inch. He was in full defiant Scotty mode for a little bit of the episode. They should have hid the cloaking room a bit better. Not have this like red danger corridor with one guy guarding it. They should be, you know what they should have done? Especially since her mistake was trusting that she could woo Spock and that she could trust that it was working. When they're walking, it's not like Spock is leading them. She knows where the cloaking room is the cloakroom. Here, let me take your jacket. And don't lead him down that corridor. Don't let him see where it is. Or let him see a decoy room. Put heavy guards on a room that has nothing in it. A closet. An actual cloakroom. And for the actual cloakroom, just put a lock on it and have guards inside. Hiding in the corner. So that you can't see them when you walk in. They shoot you. You know? And alarms that go off the second you step in the room. Would that stop the episode from happening? Yes. Absolutely. Yeah, especially since, you know, a Federation ship, you know, is in the area. We've invited a couple of them on board. Imagine if they hadn't done that. Did she only invite them on board to woo Spock? Or did she want to get to the heart of the matter? She couldn't have done it over communications? I guess we would have beamed on board their ship anyway. You know, a little sneak mission, if they hadn't invited us across. So it's not such a big tactical blunder. I like the romance scene. I like how her room was furnished. The music was good. The food and the drink, the finger stuff. It was all very. It felt right. And the elevator at the end between them. Such a good way to end the episode. So yeah, I'm a big fan of this episode. In fact. And is it because we just had Spock's brain, a goofy episode? And this seems much better in comparison? I just think the writing is good. I can't really judge the writing they gave Kirk in the first 15 minutes because it was all batshit crazy stuff and he was hamming it up, but it was playing into the character. He was that was deliberate. It was very deliberate to make the Romulans think that he just lost control. I'll kill you, traitor. You know, it was all very deliberate. And we got to see Spock use his Vulcan death grip. Didn't we? I think that's about it. I enjoyed watching through it. There was a nice pace to it as well. And, you know, not a lot of fighting. Kirk got to kick one guy. And it was over in a flash. So it was more of a thinking person's episode, I would say. If I was to rate romances in the show, her and Spock would be way up there now. I'm trying to think who else. Spock had that one in This Side of Paradise with the spores. He was very happy, but it wasn't really Spock. It was sort of Spock, but it wasn't really. This one, and in Amok Time, she was cheating on him with that Romulan, wasn't she? I know he wasn't really a Romulan, but he played a Romulan. That counts. But then again, Spock's father played a Romulan too, so Romulan's all the way down, isn't it? But yet this is probably the one I'd rate as number one. Spock relationship so far. Kirk, I don't know how it would compare to what Kirk has had. I guess Kirk and Edith would be higher. Because of how they played that relationship. But Kirk and everybody else, I'd have to think about it. And what about Charlie X and Janice? They had a thing, didn't they? No? A creepy one-sided thing? Damn it. And Scotty, what about Scotty and that lady that died in the fog? That Bonnie lass. I'm trying to think, has Scotty... No, Scotty had in Who Mourns for Adonais. he had the hots for her too, but she was in love with Apollo. Was there anybody else for Scotty? I don't know. And McCoy, well, he had somebody in Shore Leave. And then he met two ladies at the end as well. And his original girlfriend got jealous. That's how I remember that. I'm not sure if McCoy's had Nancy Crater from The Man Trap, which we started this series with, really, after the pilot. We went straight to The Man Trap. Yeah. Don't forget Darnell. Who died in that episode? Darnell. Sturgeon. Green. There was one more guy. Barnhart, I think. Who died on the ship. Never forget. Sulu. I don't know. Has Sulu had any love interests in the show so far? He hung out with Janice in the early days. Remember in the plant room? Little Shop of Horrors. Remember that? Chekhov's always... He had someone specifically in The Apple, maybe? I think it was in one of those episodes. It was in The Apple. It was definitely The Apple, because those people watched Chekhov and that woman kiss, and they're like, ooh, what's all this about? Yeah. Uhura? I don't know. In The Man Trap, one of the Nancy's illusions was something she found compelling, but was quickly spooked by. She has indicated a little bit of interest in Spock in the earlier episodes, but that quickly, like Christine quickly took over that mantle of the person who is in love with Spock. Yeah. Anyway, that was just me going through romances on the ship. And we had a wedding, didn't we? In, what was he called? Like, Balance of Power. The first Romulan episode. And one of them died. That had Angela, right? Yeah, it was just before Shore Leave. Then Rodriguez was flirting with her and it was awkward. But then, again, Rodriguez just imagined her. He brought her into being on that planet. That's canon. You know it, I know it. Oh, and Kirk in the Obsession Cloud. You know, that's true love. True love. Right, next episode is called... There's a little bit of a walk through memory lane there for a second. Didn't even touch on the Kirk ones, in truth. The Paradise Syndrome. Oh, we love syndromes, don't we? We had the Immunity Syndrome. Turned out to be a giant amoeba. The Paradise. We've had this side of Paradise. We've had Shore Leave, which was like a Garden of Eden. No, it was like Alice in Wonderland. The Apple Planet was like a Garden of Eden. So, the Paradise Syndrome. What's up with that title? What's up with that episode? Come back next time. We'll explore the mysteries of paradise. And I'll see you then.